In today's video, I take my camera into the first snow of the season for some wildlife and street photos just like these. I started with some fairly standard shots of some nice snow-covered berries and leaves, which give a real wintry vibe that I'm really into. And also this gin bottle. But my best photo opportunity of the morning came when I found this beautiful heron on the riverbank. I love how majestic these birds look, and I wanted to keep my camera low to try and get on its eyeline as much as possible and using some of that bank as foreground. I'm really pleased with my shot here, but it took a little Photoshop work to bring out its best. First, I cloned out those dead branches, which really spoil the image. I did some selective dodging and burning on the bird itself and made some adjustments specifically to its beak to help that vibrant orange tone stand out even more. Finally, I did general colour and exposure adjustments to bring a whole shot together.
Seeing a lovely wintry heron next to the river was not something I expected. It was just there, like 4 feet from me. Seemed perfectly happy to just sit there and basically wait for me to take my shots. Wow, that was amazing. Aperture priority, f4, nice wintry scene.
I love this view overlooking this ship in the Leith shore. I shot it from 2 angles. First, this classic straight-on view with the Victorian swing bridge in the background, and then moved to the other side for this shot that really makes the most of the period buildings surrounding the ship. The edit here was quite minimal, with shadows and exposure adjustments to create a lower contrast, quite mellow scene, as well as some colour and grading adjustments to give it its final look. Finally, I also really liked the reflection of the ship itself in the water, so I zoomed in to fill the frame with the ripples, and I'm quite pleased with the abstract shot I got here. Next to the shore, I saw this lady feeding the numerous birds, and I quickly changed my settings to get a slower shutter speed of a 1/15 of a second. I wanted to give more of an interpretation of that chaotic motion of all those birds, rather than just using a fast shutter speed to freeze them in motion. I had to take a few shots to try and get the birds in the right place, but I think this one is my favourite as the birds create almost a natural frame around the lady. Although it is quite flat lighting, I still really like this image. I used a similar slower shutter speed here to try and give a bit of a blur to the water to help the birds on this log stand out.
Bird footprints, easy top down, classic. The sun has somewhat come out, bursting out over there, which does mean that shooting that way is going to be impossible. Shooting this way, much better.
didn't have a wide enough lens to capture this shot with the snowy steppes in the foreground, so I took multiple images, panning the camera on the top, the middle and the bottom of the scene, and then used the Auto Pano Stitch tool in Lightroom to get my finished shot.
I love snow days so much. As soon as I saw it snowing out of my window this morning, basically grabbed my camera and went straight out.
It was only a few weeks ago when I did a video doing much the same walk around Leith, but in misty conditions. I think it's so important to revisit scenes like this again and again, especially as the seasons change, as you get such different moods from the different weather. There's a massive shift in the mood from the quite ethereal, misty scenes to the snow-dusted images I've captured here, and I love how I'm able to get completely different images from the exact same location. And of course, different times of day will bring completely different images as well, and I really love these shots that I shot recently at night. But that does bring me to an end of today's video. It's been quite short and sweet, but I really hope it's been enjoyable to come along on this winter photo walk. If you have enjoyed the video, then do please hit that like button, and please do consider subscribing to my channel if you don't already, and I will see you next time.